Hi, I'm Jeremy, and you're listening to Verse by Verse. What's the longest amount of time you've ever spent praying? 15 minutes? Half an hour? A whole hour? More? However long your personal record is, I have to assume you're not praying right now. I'm definitely not praying right now. So what are we supposed to make of Paul's instruction in 1 Thessalonians 5:17? It's a real short verse, 3 words in the New King James Version. Pray without ceasing. My first thought, and maybe yours too, is how? But don't worry. This isn't an impossible instruction telling us that we should all be in a non-stop, never-ending state of prayer. Mounce's Complete Expository Dictionary says that the Greek word translated without ceasing can mean by an unvarying practice. I guess it's kind of obvious that Paul can't really be saying, start one single prayer and then never ever stop praying that one continuous prayer, not for anything. But maybe it helps to know that Paul is saying, make prayer a continual and unceasing habit in your life. He used the same Greek word earlier in his letter to tell the Thessalonians, we give thanks to God always for you all. And we also thank God without ceasing. And to tell the Romans, without ceasing, I make mention of you always in my prayers. Do you pray without ceasing? Is prayer such an unvarying practice in your life that you go out of your way to make time for speaking with your Creator? Those prayers don't have to be long ones. Jesus leveled some scathing criticism at the religious leaders who prayed long prayers because they wanted others to see how righteous they were. Those prayers also don't have to follow a specific script. Jesus also warned against relying on the vain repetitions common in pagan religions, for they think that they will be heard for their many words, Matthew 6, verse 7. But Paul tells us that prayer does need to be our habit, our practice, an action that is so routine for us it comes as naturally as breathing or blinking. We have the incredible opportunity. More than that, we have the incredible privilege of coming before the Creator of the universe in prayer, our Creator, and talking with Him. About anything. You can talk to God about your day. You can tell Him about the things that frustrated you and the things that made you grateful. You can thank Him for the good things and ask for His help with the hard things. You can tell Him about what you've been studying in His Word, the passages you found encouraging or confusing, or the ones you're trying harder to apply in your own life. You can tell Him about your hopes and dreams and the obstacles you see in the way and ask for His help in getting past them or finding a better way. You can ask Him to step in and perform a miracle in the lives of everyone you know who is sick or struggling. You can ask for guidance in hard decisions, or you can thank Him for all the beautiful things He created in this world. My point is, there's a lot to talk with God about. But it's easy to get distracted. I get distracted, and a lot more frequently than I like to admit. Life can get so busy and so full that it's easy to tell ourselves we'll talk to God later when we can find the time. But that's the way of it. Either we make the time, or the time never comes. In the book of Deuteronomy, Moses charged the Israelites to share God's words with their children. Deuteronomy 6, verse 7 says, you shall teach them diligently to your children, and shall talk of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise up. That's good advice for when to talk with your kids, but it's also good advice for when to talk with God. Do you pray without ceasing? Do you want to get better at it? Then take Moses' advice. Start making time for God when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise up. It's an investment you won't regret.
Verse by Verse is a Life, Hope, and Truth podcast. Check out the show notes to find more free content, like videos, articles, and booklets in our Learning Center.